Hey WeTransacters! Welcome to our very first Marketplace Boosters. We will rip open some boosters to discover what exclusive perks and power-ups you can unlock when selling on Microsoft Marketplace.
Welcome everyone. Let's see which booster we will open today. Oh my god! Today we're cracking open a fresh Dreamy Incentives Pack. Let's see what kind of incentive you can unlock.
I want to choose, can I go for it?
Yeah, pick one.
Cool.
Oh my god. Oh, that's a big one.
This right here, Transact and Grow, is a total game changer. It's one of my favorites. When you see these little cash signs, it means Microsoft has an incentive which will pay you for selling on Marketplace. Did you know?
Yes, it's a good one.
So cool. But wait, how do we activate this card? First, you need to reach 100K in sales on the Marketplace. This can be reached by multiple sales or one payment. And this can be replicated per publisher. But what is a publisher? Put it simply, a publisher is an entity belonging to your company. So let's take WeTransact as an example. We have 8 subsidiaries. Each of these subsidiaries has a publisher profile. In other words, when an entity reaches 100K in sales, we prioritize transaction over another publisher. This is a great perk for you to start transitioning your pipeline to Microsoft Marketplace. You will get paid to do so, but the long-term benefits are equally important. First, you build your business case Microsoft needs to start working with you actively. You tell them, I know how to do it, so now let's partner for real. And second, you get additional benefits through your Marketplace rewards. But warning, you only have until 31st of May of 2025 to claim this incentive. Orders after this won't count towards the incentives, so be sure to check the terms and conditions for these incentives. Should we go to the second card?
Absolutely, yes.
Let's do it.
Wow, this one is the ISV ACR Incentive. I love that one. Let's see what this one is all about. If you're an Azure paying customer, you will actively benefit from that one. Microsoft will reward you cash the more your Azure consumption grows quarter over quarter. There are 3 levers. You can meet 1 or 2 or 3 levers. They accumulate. Depending on how many you meet, you get back in between 10 to 35% cash your incremental growth in Azure. So there are 3 levers. The first one, the core interactive, is 10% cash back out of your whole Azure incremental consumption quarter over quarter. The second one is the Azure IP co-sell incentive. For that one, you need to be actively listed on the marketplace, and it will add a 10% cashback on top of the previous one. Last but not least, the Strategic Workload Accelerator. It's an additional 15% cashback based on your use of strategic workload on Azure. This strategic workload can be defined and found on the official term and condition page. All stackable up to 35% back. As a reminder, IP co-sell status is for ISVs that either sell 100K via Microsoft Commercial Marketplace or have spent more than 100K on Azure over the past 12 trailing months. And of course, they have submitted marketing and tech collateral to Microsoft for review. Let's take an example on how to use this card with Contoso, an ISV that is IP co-sell eligible. Contoso met Azure IP co-sell eligibility by consuming more than 100K on Azure. Therefore, they would qualify to a minimum of 20% on the ACR Growth Incentive. Let's say their spend in Q1 was 200K on Azure and their spend in Q2 was 300K. You have an incremental of 100K in Azure consumption, so you get the following cashback. 10% on the core lever, which is 10K, 10% on the IP co-sell lever, which is an additional 10K, and potentially up to 15% based on their use of strategical workloads. In other words, their total incentive cashback on the ACR Growth Incentive ranges in between 20 to 35K just by leveraging this incentive.
Whoa, these are super cool, but how do you activate them? Well, by first being published on Marketplace, then you'll be eligible.
Exactly. So get your Marketplace game ready and you'll be sure to collect these perks that are waiting for you. Thanks everyone for being here for Marketplace Booster. We can't wait to see you on our next episode.
Thank you.
Go to catch them all.